Hi everyone, this is Robin and I'm so excited to be a guest designer on HallmarkScrapbook.com today. And what I'd like to show you is a project made with using the Preserves cartridge. And I'm also using My Pink Stamper Fruit and Veggie Puns. This was one of the 4 that was released shortly, and Hallmark Scrapbook has all of my stamp sets and one of my DVDs on their website, so you can check that out. But I want to use the What a Pear stamp and use one of the pears from this cartridge and make just a simple little card. So we're going to get started. I'm also using this new to me paper from Coordinations. Coordinations is one of my new sponsors soon on my website, and so they sent me some paper to try, and I'm super excited because I've only heard good things about Coordinations with the Cricut. So we're going to give it a try right now. So let's get started. Alright, the pear that I'm cutting is actually the first button on the machine. So it's going to be your first button, the top left. And I'm using some different color grains. These grains are all from the Coordinations pack that I have. It's just the super assortments. And this brown is actually Stampin' Up. So all of this is Coordinations and Stampin' Up. And I'm using, these are all 6x6. And I just used this little scrap piece of paper here. And I'm going to cut my pear, probably 3 3/4 or 4 inches. So we're going to see how that looks and if that's big enough or too big. So let's get over to our Cricut machine now. Alright, I have my mat in my machine and I have my blade set at 6. I'm not sure how the Coordinations paper cuts, but it looks like it's, because it's textured, that I'll want to use my blade on 6. I have my pressure on 5, my speed on 5 or on max, and I'm going to set it at 4 inches. Well, I'm going to do 3 3/4, and all I need to do is press the button, and it's going to cut right here. I want that cut in the bright, darker green. And press cut, and I'll see if this is too big. It's looking pretty big. Let me see here. Okay, it looks like a good size, so I'm going to forward it over using my arrows right here. And now I want to cut this next layer. So I'm going to press shift. Something's on the top right, you're going to press your shift button first. Now this works also on the Baby Bug, the smaller Cricut, or the Cricut Create. Those are the same buttons. And we're going to press the pear button again and press cut. If you want to wait and look in your little window, you can see what you're going to cut. This is just going to cut the one layer of like the flesh, that's what I'm going to call it, or the outer skin. And now hit your line return. It brings the blade up fairly quickly to the top. Move your blade over, and now we're going to press our layer 1 because we want to cut this next. So press layer 1, and now we're going to press our pear button again, and that's going to cut this image right here. So let's cut that. And we only have one more cut that we need to cut, and that's the little brown flower, and that's going to be actually the seeds behind this flower. I really like how they have the layers set up on this cartridge. Not all of them I'm completely 100% happy with the way the layers are. You kind of have to, figure things out. But the newer cartridges seem to work really well. I'm going to press shift and press my pear button again, and that's the flower. So now let's make this into a quick and simple flower. A quick and simple card. I wanted to show you exactly what my mat looks like when I take it out of my machine. I've just taken off the paper, and now I'm using a spatula. Normally they're green, but I got a little spray paint happy last month, and I painted mine pink because I really like pink. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I do. I really like it. Okay, so here's my first, I just call this the base. It's just the first cut that you cut. This is going to layer on top of here, so I'm going to go ahead and just layer that. I'm using my ATG gun. You can use whatever adhesive you like. It's a big adhesive. Okay. I'm going to put this, okay. I'm just going to put this together like so, and the Coordinations paper cut out great. It just cut like butter. I love it when that happens. Oh, right. Now I'm going to look at my picture to see what goes next. And it looks like this color will go next right here. And I'm just going to kind of have that in here like so. Is that right? Yes, like that. And on the bigger pieces, you can use your big adhesives. But on the smaller pieces, you should use something to the effect of a two-way glue pen or a glue pen, something like that. Okay, I'm just going to put that on here. And I'm so excited to see what this is going to look like. Our flower is going to go right here in the center, but I'm going to do something different with the flower. I'm going to set this flower aside and take this off your mat. And if they don't come out, you can just use your fingers, or there also is a little, if you get the Cricut toolkit, it has a little, I call it a hook, or my husband's a dentist, I call it a, the dental tool. But that's really nice to get out the little pieces that sometimes don't always just pop right out. Okay, whoops. Flip this over, trying to do it the same way it was. I think that's like that, yes. I'm just going to put that right on there like that. So it shows the seeds, and that's going to go in the middle. I like the color combo. Yay. And the last thing we're going to do is put the leaf on here, and I'm wondering, I'm thinking the leaf probably should have gone on before. Let's see here. I think it should have gone on underneath. So I'm going to see if I can kind of pry this up a little bit. Yeah, I can. I'm just going to pry that up. Put that right here. Oops, put it down just a little bit. Down just a little bit and a little bit over there. Doesn't that look so much better? Okay, so now what I wanted to do with the flower is I wanted to use a dimensional or a pop dot, whatever you have, that will pop this up. And this is going to be three-dimensional too. So now let's make the card, complete the card. Show you this closely. All right. We are almost done with this cute card. And we're using, this also is the Coordinations cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5. And we are just going to fold this in half. And one side is kind of smooth and one side is textured. I'm going to have the textured on the outside and the smooth on the inside. There we go. Now because this was textured and it has a white core, it might be better to maybe score it before you fold it if you want to avoid getting a little bit of the bumpies right there. I don't mind them. I think it adds character to the card. Okay, next I pulled out the colors from the Pear for the actual base of the card. And I'm going to set this right here. And this, I am going to use the Martha Stewart Loopy Punch. I kind of want a border on the top of it. I kind of just feel I'm in the border mood. So I'm just going to line this up here. Oh, I always miss a spot. If you've known that from my videos, just, just count on it. Because I always miss a punch. I always miss a punch or two. Okay. Okay, now we have the loopy border on the top. Okay, I have my loopy border. And I am going to add, this is going to be about right here. So we are going to use the ATG gun. Add this on here. And now I'm going to kind of position it to see where my pear is going to be here. See, this is just a really simple card. And the great thing about it is you can do it too. And people will just, really think you went all out. When in reality, you don't have to take forever to make a project. You can always add embellishments to a simple project. If you like to make the advanced projects, that's great too. I do once in a while. Most of the time I prefer just to do the quick and easy. I'm a mom of 5 children. I don't have a lot of time on my hands. Like right now my children are in the other room in the playroom and they're about ready for me. So I only have about a minute or two left. So I'm going to have to finish this up very quickly. All right, I'm going to add this on my green base. I love these colors. I do. I like green. I do. In fact, we just had my daughter's bedrooms painted Cricut green this week, and I forgot to post it on my website, but I'm going to. It is exactly probably this color right here, and it looks so good. And we're having some curtains made for their windows that have that color in them, and so it's just going to look really cute. Okay, this stamp says, "What a Pear," and it's from My Pink Stamper Fruit and Veggie Puns, and that's available here. This is, like I said, I'm doing a spotlight or a guest spotlight video. I'm a guest designer for Hallmark Scrapbook today. So if you're watching this on my website, this is also over on hallmarkscrapbook.com on their blog. And one more. These are just dimensionals. We're just going to pop it up. Pop it, pop it. Okay. And we are just about finished. The children are getting restless in the other room. Oh my goodness, I love this card. Wow, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, I like a lot of my cards. I don't love all of them, but I love this one. This is cute. And I can get on with this and make more if I want. Such an adorable card. Okay, I have my bow like this. I'm going to fold my bow in half. I'm going to do a little fancy schmancy stuff here. If you fold your ribbon in half like this, and then you cut kind of away from you like that, it gives you a little, I call it snake's tongue. Probably not the best thing to do considering we have snakes in my neighborhood, but that's what it's called. Okay. I'm going to turn this over here. Okay. Well, it only showed it a little bit. That's okay. I still love it. All right. What a Pear. Thank you so much, Hallmark Scrapbook, for letting me be a guest designer today. And I hope you all enjoyed my project. Have a fabulous day.